I'm Melanie Turner with Melanie Turner Interiors, and I am in the family room today at the Southeastern Showhouse. So the family room consists of a complete room of glass. It is like a lantern or a greenhouse. And because it has 3 sides that are all glass, we decided to make it not only modern, but also feel as though it is part of the outside in, inside out. But on top of all that, it's really important that the design of our space feels like the architecture. The architecture of this house is very California, Italian, Santa Barbara, Montecito. So we decided to go with that influence, but in a fresher, lighter way. And in doing so, we were able to bring in what you would consider Italian colors, the terracotta, the green, but in a real soothing way, and not a whole lot of it. It's a very light room. We also decided to bring in, if you can see the beautiful painting behind me, we decided to use a Los Angeles, California-based artist, and her name is America Martin. She's an amazing young artist who actually has some fame, if not a lot of fame. She's one of my favorite artists, but because she's from California, we thought it was really important to put it in. How do you put a piece of art in a room with 3 windows? 3 iron windows, 3 large iron windows. So we put that piece of art on an easel, but what we did was behind it, we put a sheet of moss so that when you're on the outside looking in, it looks green and it feels like a plant. So that was kind of like a little design. What do we do? Let's figure it out, and we did. The starting point was the architecture, for sure. And so by doing the architecture, it kind of flowed into comfort, colors, fresh. No walls. It was what was so beautiful about the space, but then no walls. We're like, what are we gonna do concerning the television? Because that's always the first thing. Every man in the show house walks in, sees 3 walls of windows. Where does the TV go? So we went ahead and put the television on an easel, which is not only creative, but you can wheel it out of the way and you can entertain and not feel like the television is the center of the entire room, even though everyone loves a good TV in a room. Most fun was really designing the furniture because it had to be comfortable, yet sculptural, yet a little bit different. Everything's very comfortable. All the furniture in the space was custom designed by us. We used a very large and in charge chase. And in doing so, we felt that a lot of people, when you're in the family room, or at least when I'm in a family room, I start to fall asleep and I want to be in my bed, but I also want to be with my family. So that's where the chase lounge came in. So it's nice and large, but we also did this rolled up kind of channeled fabric that goes on the chase. And in doing so, it allows your pets or your children to be on it and be able to dry clean it or clean it. So we did really large chase lounges and a really comfortable velvet, kind of like dad's chair. So that was a lot of fun, creating new pieces that haven't been seen before. We shop the world. We have a lot of pickers, so to speak, and dealers that we deal with that we're able to get some amazing sculpture pieces that are mid-century. So that's kind of nice. So that we like doing spaces that are edited but are layered, which is, I know, a strange combination, but the pieces that we choose are really important. So I kind of go around and collect pieces, not knowing where we're going to necessarily use them for jobs, but they just speak to us. And in this instance, we put a lot of the sculptures in. Oh my gosh, well, everybody's 40 and gorgeous in my book. That's like the perfect age because you're smart, you still look good. So there was a couple in their 40s with children, possibly one of their parents living with them. There's like multi-generations in some form or another. And they lived in California and they lived in the Santa Barbara, Montecito area and loved it, but had family here in Atlanta, so they came back and they decided that they wanted this house because it fit all their needs. It has a compound with a tennis court, outdoor pool, indoor pool, lots of glass, high ceilings, Venetian plaster. It just is homey, at the same time sophisticated, at the same time low-key. So it had all the points, and they could live happily ever after in my family room.